TOP FM.
10 p.m. The discussion begins. We bring in powerful guests to
It's a camera. There you go. Mr. Ware, how you doing today? Mr. Ware, how you doing today?
I am doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. How yourself, Mr. Wright? And how is the family?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for asking as well. Family is doing good.
doing
excellent. Thanks for asking as well. Family is doing good. All right. So we're going back to our lineup. We're going to use
going back to
at least the first 30 to 40 minutes, or at least until we get the other panelists to come into the studio. Let's take calls on the missing people, okay? Let's talk about what is happening so far. What's going on there? Let's hear some people talk about it. Okay? Chris, can you hear me?
And now I'm getting you. I'm getting you now. We're not getting you first.
Okay. That's good. So I said, let's take calls.
Okay,
that's good. So I said, let's take calls on the missing people. Strictly on the missing people, okay? On the missing people. Strictly on the missing people, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So folks would like to say good evening, and welcome. This is Abed to D4, your regular and usual program that comes your way 6 days a week from Monday to Saturday, 9:30 to 12 o'clock. So we'd like to say welcome. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. We are here, and I would like to say good evening to all of our colleagues. Good evening to all of our listeners, the fans and friends out there. We always ask you, and we'll keep asking you every time you're following the broadcast on the social media, YouTube, or share the broadcast. Share it almost all of the chat room you find yourself in, and let hear you tonight on our bed to D4 our regular, activities. We open the phone lines and we hear from you what is on your mind, what is happening in your community, what do you want to talk about, what you want to bring to the attention of our followers. So we are here while we are waiting the other panelists. If you are there, you can join us on 088 114 3504. 088 114 3504. Let's take the break quickly. Let me get something very quick here and get my notepad and be able to do what I can when it comes to getting your names down. So we like to say stick and stay. Don't you go away. Quickly, let's take the break. We're going to be right back. When we come back, we start taking calls.
when the debates get tough, when opinions collide and the truth must arise, this is the program where voices are heard. I beg to differ. Hosted by Sheku Kuroma, co-host Archie Wright, produced by Alex D. Wulu. Every broadcast night from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Connect with our media colleagues for preparing the high dates from Liberty County, Palmy County, Nemo County, Grand County, dates and story. The veteran Smith. We make the key first. We make the key first.
Okay, but where's Chris? Okay, but where's Chris?
Okay, so if you are there tonight, call on 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, and you're going to be live tonight on Abetu D4 right here on Top FM 105.3. What is on your mind? Yeah, Terrell, I hear you tonight. What is on your mind? What is happening in your community? I hear you on 0881 14.
No, we're going to keep it strictly on the missing people. Chris.
Okay, okay, okay. What the information you have when it comes to our two mixing brother, those two mixing guys, what you have to say? Question, comment, recommendation. Let hear you on 0881 14 35 04, 0881. You just listen to Mr. Wright. We only mainly talk about the mixing people. So call on 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, and you're going to be live tonight on Abetu D4 right here on Top FM. If you are following, you can send in your comments. Yes, indeed, we will read your comment out. So let's hear you on 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, and you're going to be live tonight.
But Chris, let me. Oh, you got a call now? You got a call now?
Yeah, talk to our first caller. Good evening and welcome, sir. Hello?
Mr. Chris, beware.
Yes, sir. With the cartoon, you're not fooled, but you compare to do the right thing. Let hear you, sir.
You scored 65.
Okay. 65 are passing grade.
No, the Lord, not passing grade.
Okay.
Now, red in the key, you can use 65, 69, 68, 65, red in.
Okay, thank you. You know book.
So you bring that kind of grade to me with celebration, I will beat you. So, thank you. Good evening to you, good evening to Grandians, and a special one to our professors. Welcome in class. Somebody was asking me today why you always refer to the panelists as professors. I say, good, that's a brilliant question. Question number one, you'll be the one to answer this question asking me. Number one to you. You say, LeBron, so I said, because they are professor, because they teach us. I answer your question, yes, that's okay. I want to ask you. Question number one. With your own understanding and thinking, are they not providing education to us? That's that question we must answer. You say, yeah. So I think I told something what we don't know about. I say, good. So are they not professor? Someone who is teaching you something that you don't know of. Somebody who chooses to take the responsibility to guide you in life. The way to go about life that you enjoy from now on moving forward. Are they not your professors? So yes, I named the State Pono as State Pono University College, and they are all professors. Bringing to the ABEC to D4. That's the evening class. So the issue. All right. We want to say a very big thank you to everybody, especially those of our family members in the diaspora and the southeastern region. It does not necessarily have to be Grand Gila County, no, because Mr. Noble is not for Grand Gila. Let's have Mr. Nepe and guests and other professors. So we want to say thank you to all of them for continually uniting the southeastern region together. When it comes to our two Mason brothers and others, like we always do, we said it in morning and this afternoon that not that we are silent, not that we are forgetting, not that we have arrived, least to talk about we are forgetting at all, no. But what we are doing is being in consultation with other key important people in society around the world, not just only in Grand Gila or Liberia. And whenever we pull our little data in our phone, we place call to them, they feel so excited to hear people from back home calling them and bringing problems before them. Now they choose to take that problem and put it on their shoulder. And not everything that will be discussed between they and us that we're going to bring on radio. We are also seeking their advances. We are telling them our intent. And it is welcoming. Our intent is not inheriting. It's about protestation. And it's going to take place. Now, again, today at around 11 a.m., we were able to place a call to the office of Senator Nimlen, where, as we speak, is in county but in Kunabo district, attending on two occasions. One, funeral. Two, traditional dispute that took place there that he was called upon to go and intervene. According to him, Saturday evening, hopefully, you'll be in Swedru. It's not going to just pass on because on the 24th, you'll be having a dedication program in Tucson. So you're going to be here when you come Saturday, you're going to be here for the next 3, 4, 5 days. So I went straight to the point. Honorable Senator, again and again, I call you to put this matter before you because we are not hearing any sound, any response, nothing of that kind when it comes to the issue about two missing brothers, and we are still awaiting your advices. But at the same time, we are prepared our petition. I said, good, good. So let me hold you there. I will be in Israel on Saturday. If I arrive late, I will not call you. Then Sunday, you don't have to call me. You can still reach to me. Anyway, you can reach to me on Sunday. If I arrive sooner, I will place a call to you to inform that I'm in Israel. The next thing, I know you guys are yearning for your protest. Yes, I'm in support of it. Like I said, I met with the county attorney and I told him that there's a need that your protest. There's a need that they provide protection for you because I'm afraid. Then he said, But Papi, I yourself be talking to kind of thing and say, no, this is not about Papi business. It is about the interest of my people. They are my bosses. They assign me here, so I need to be in their interest. So, Captain, when I get back in Swedru, I'm going to place a call to the country and Trini and instruct him in making sure that I provide security for you, because what I'm sensing is not all of them are in support of your protest, and I don't want any chaos tomorrow. That is, before somebody go play evil people in your midst that will cause harm. So I want you to do it peacefully, respectfully, so that your goal, your objective can be met with. I'm in support. And I'm not going to make my words. Even if President Baga asks me, I will tell him the reason why I'm in support of your protest. But again, your wait, I will be coming to you on Saturday evening. So to my good people, we are not silent because we just want to be silent. No. What we are doing, we're not flagging it on the radio every day, but at least behind the scene, we are using our resources, putting money and data in our phone, reaching out to people outside of Liberia and some senior official of government that we got close proximity to in Monrovia as well. That's why our professors that is being headed by Professor Archie Wright, he has made the information go almost all the 52 states in America where we find Granadians, Canada, Australia, Europe. I mean, Mr. Wright is doing extremely well with his team. So, if people are listening this evening, we just thought to provide this information that we are not quiet, we are not getting tired, and we want to use this platform to call on the immediate family, to call on every citizen wherever Top FM is reaching, be it Kunabo, be it Bazon, be it part of the Waji, anywhere for that matter, be listening to Top FM. When the appropriate time getting closer for our protest, we will announce it on the radio where we'll schedule a day for meeting. In our meeting, we discuss the strategies, the time, the venue, how we're going to carry our protest. It will be discussed in a meeting immediately after the meeting. Then, of course, so shall it be. We're not going to discuss all of our strategies or techniques on the radio, no. We will keep flagging the issue. But again, within us, thank you for having us again, Mr. Beware. For our good citizen, we say thank you. Continue to be with us. Let's put to an end this issue about human being going missing in Grand Gila County. Grand Gila is not noted for that. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Brother Cartoon. Thank you for being part of the platform. Caller 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live tonight on Abed today for particularly. What is on your mind when it comes to the missing men? Boys in Grand Gila County, what is your take? What would be your recommendation? What would be your question? Whatever thing you want to talk about. And you can call on 0881 1435 04 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello? Hello. Okay, we lost that caller. Caller 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's go there again. Okay, we lost that caller. I don't know why it's happening, but you can call it on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's try this one. Hello.
Hello.
Mavic.
Yeah, Chris, how are you?
I'm okay, man. They jelly. How you doing?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Okay.
for asking. How are you doing?
Thank God. Doing good.
Okay, so let me say good evening to you. Good evening to the administration of talk. Good morning, and good evening to our panelists, and good evening to Grenadians all over the world listening to the program. Okay, to the point. Our listening churches,
Mhm.
we are still on it, and we are serious about it. I want to appreciate the panelists, right, and all of the panelists for getting themselves involved in the struggle. And I'm appealing to them that they should get tired. They should be with us. We want to stop this thing that is going on in Nigeria. That people always want to use human beings to get to a higher position.
Mhm.
We want to put stop to it. So I want to appeal to our panelists. It should stay be with us as we are in the struggle to make sure our children come back home. And we want for them to get the government informed. Because if they say it was because of the superintendent and whosoever government was not going to even know that human beings lost in a county.
Mhm.
So Mr. Wright and the other person, please be with us and continue to find out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Vic, thank you for being part of the platform tonight. Thank you so much. We have Mr. Christopher J. Nippy, but we'll get to him later. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay. What is your name? Where are you calling up from?
Also, Desmond Sawi, you know my name. I joined from Kula Baba Kreho.
Please put more energy in your voice. You say your name again, please?
Desmond Sawi, I joined from Kula Baba Kreho.
Desmond Sawi, let hear you.
Yeah. Firstly, I would like to say thanks to the journalists of this county, bringing out this show almost all the time for these two amazing brothers. You know the guys we are talking about, our Rainforest Lloyd classmates. They make amazing 1 week to was. And up to now, we can see it from the man. Every day you're discussing it on the radio, so I begin here for you to put more effort to at least, if even we can find a living being, or if we can find the dead being, it will be okay for us. So I thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. Thank you for being part of the platform tonight. Desmond Sawi, thank you so much. Call on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105, and you're gonna be live on a bet to D4 on top M5.3. Today is August 20 and the year 2026. So if you are there, welcome. Today is Thursday. Welcome. This is the Thursday edition of the program. I bet D4 on 0881 35 04 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105, and you're going to be live. Let hear you. What you have to say? What would be your idea when it comes to our two mixing brother? What would be your suggestion, your recommendation, the way forward? How can the citizen, gather themselves together if the local government are not paying attention, even the lawmakers, if they are not paying attention? What do you think as a citizen the citizen can do if the local authority are paying serious attention? What do you think that's going to happen? So that's it tonight. Let hear you. We are particularly discussing, our mixing, the mixing men and boys that live in Grand County. So if you call, that way you must stick particularly. Call 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's welcome while we await your call. Let's welcome Mr. Christopher J. Nippy. Mr. Nippy, speak to your people. Good evening and also welcome. Long time.
Hey, Chris. Honorable Chris, beware. It's a pleasure seeing you as the co-host of the program. And, the people of Liberia interest cannot be minimized. And on that is hinged the interest of the missing people. Yeah. I call them the missing people because there were others who preceded the two missing persons, and we have been discussing this since May, and up to date we have not gotten anything favorable, whether they are deceased, and if they are, and then as the last caller just said, the bodies can come. The skeleton can be found wherever they are. It is, and then they can be interred. So thank you very much, sir.
All right, so folks, thank you so much, Mr. Nippet. Thank you so much. Being on the platform is one of the great things. Yes, indeed. If you are there tonight, let hear you. 0881 1435 04 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live tonight on Abed to D4. Right here. Call up, let hear you. 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105, and you're gonna be live right here. So Mr. Wright, I don't know if you are there. I think you can take over now. But those of you out there would like to say good evening and welcome. Let hear you.
Debates get tough.
Let hear you on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. As we await your call, let's play our team song.
Opinions collide and the truth must arise. This is the program where voices are heard.
All right, Chris.
Hosted by Sheku Kuro.
I bet to D4. Let hear you tonight on 0881 1435 05 105. And you're going to be live.
Chris, can you hear me?
We have 1 minute up to 10 o'clock. Mr. Wright, I think you can take it. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yes, I am getting you loud and clear.
All right. Thank you so man. I don't know what I'm getting the call from, man. Thank you so much. We're back here again, people, for another edition of A Beg to Differ. And today is August 20th. Here in America, we got 11 more days for the summer weather. After that, we'll be going into fall. And for me, that's a good news. So I got to talk about it. All right. I love it. I love the fall weather. It's cool. It's always calm and bright. Lots of cool weather going to come true. Not going to be sweating and humid and all the other nonsense. No, that is not going to be happening. And so, but we are glad to be here today. Yesterday we talked about the current events that are taking place in the country. I'm talking about the arrest of the former vice president and former first lady, Madam Jewel Howard Taylor. And what that has done so far. And we're going to continue with our discussion today. We're going to get most of our panelists back to that, especially those I got a call today this morning from Mr. Sawambi, Charles Sawambi. We had a great discussion this morning. And he said he's going to be back on set today because he loved the conversation he had with Mr. Nippy yesterday. And so he wanted to continue with it. So he's coming back on set this.
He will always love the whole conversation with me. Because that tells him exactly that I don't take no for an answer. If I can do it with the Americans for 11 years, I can do it with a single lawyer for 10 years. All right.
All right. Well, you'll be back on set.
Knows that history.
Okay. That's interesting. You'll be back on set tonight. He promised you'll be here tonight to continue with the conversation. He really enjoyed himself yesterday. He wants to come back and continue on with the discussion. But ladies and gentlemen, as we usually do as part of our tradition, I already did my part here in Fredericksburg, whether it's cool, nice, and calm. But they are telling us that tonight we're going to have some serious storming weather. In fact, all of the outdoor activity has been canceled in the city. And everybody will be, hunkered down in the house. And hopefully the thing pass with no trouble that we don't want, But looking forward to that. That is it on my end here. Mr. Nippet, let's hear from you, sir. What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, in the neck of my woods here in Maryland, the weather is not a good one. I don't know about Mr. Nubo, my dear brother and panelist. But the weather not good here. Is clouded, and we anticipate a huge fall. It has begun, but intermittently it will come and then it will just drop off. So that is what is happening here.
Alrighty. Anything particular on your mind today that you want to talk about? I mean, just as an intro, we'll come back.
What is on my mind would be two things. And I will link that with what has happened. On my mind, there are three things, as a matter of fact. The drug issue, the deaths of the missing people. We keep hearing now they are narrowing it down to 2 missing persons. And the third thing will be when it comes to Liberia, we hate for people to vilify our country. It is synonymous to a family home or to our mother. If our mother were deficient in certain qualities of life, it behooves us, the children, to be complementary while we work on those deficiencies of our mother. That's why we call the Republic of Liberia our motherland. And anyone, whether you're president, you try to disparage Liberia, I'll go toe-to-toe with you, especially when it comes to its sovereignty. Liberia is the country that marshaled the independence of most of the African countries. And so right. I want to start thus far.
Okay. We'll come back to you, sir, so we can take some deep dive into those subjects. Mr. George H. Nubo, what's going on with you there in the city of Bread of the Love?
Well, everything is good here. Then drizzling, and we expect some rain tonight. And that's it about the city of brotherly love. Um, what's on my mind? Um, the arrest of the VP and the missing boys. Those are the two, that I can readily think about now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Mr. Ware, talk to us. What happened in there in Zulu Whiskey?
All right, thank you so much. Zulu Whiskey is okay. Zulu Whiskey doing good. We thank God. Always we say it's good, but the fact that we have other issue, as you all know, every one of you on the platform, since May 22nd, 2 boys got mixing, and there is no information that coming from any of the security department, even the local government authority, the woman, the area, and the lawmakers we have in Grand Gate County, one of the things. And the main road that leading from Zweju, Morovia straight to Maryland County, in the center of Zweju, and on Sino Road, other place we have a dry rail market there. That whole place damaged, 2 trucks on a road, so there is no way for other cars to pass. And now the car are bypassing using the air fee, where the plane can land at the road. Now almost all of the cars that coming from Robert G, Maryland, Sino, that the plane using, that one of the problem. But at least a Grand Gita is okay. As we all know, registration already started. So all of the schools, most of the schools are giving their entrance, and the people are going there to register their children. So far, so good. Israel is okay.
Already. Thank you, Mr. Ware. I think we do have a we're all in agreement with the topics presented, and so let's dive into them right away. I wanted to start with the missing people. So we had Billy Katu on earlier, and he provided us some updates from his end. He said they continue to engage Senator Nimlin. Senator Nimlin continued to express support for the protest action that is being planned. And as a matter of fact, Senator Nimlin is currently in the county, but he's engaged with 2 other activities. He hoped to meet with them on Saturday. That's what Willie Kato told the listening audience, and including ourselves, when he called in earlier, when we opened the line for people to talk about the missing persons. But here's my thing. It's good that he is the senator is in the county. Because from what we're hearing, it is only Senator Nimlin that is responsive, right? That is engaging with the citizens, and perhaps, and I hope with the family, because all of this is a family at front and center. This is about the families. They are the one going through the pains. They are the one going through the suffering. They are the one going through, all that havoc and see my full-legged friend. I gotta go, gentlemen. One of you, please take a while. I'm put a guy away, please. Mr. Nippy, let's come to you, sir.
The full-leg gentleman has seen a stranger, maybe. We have been on this matter of the missing people. I like to qualify at that instead of saying two missing, because the information that have filtered to us is that we have a little over 4 persons, including the baby that I read about in the chat room, and there is someone who is in custody. And whether justice is sloping or justice is balanced is something that we need to understand. Why will medical people be involved and social workers involved in the question of how a little girl or a little boy, I asked that question whether it was a boy or a girl, is missing? And then you have health practitioner and social worker involved. On that is those who were allegedly missing have not come back. Their body parts or the skeleton have not been found. And I think the closure of this matter about the missing people can be done if the bodies, the skeleton that is, can be found. And then pathologists or forensic doctor examine who is who, and their bodies are interred. But in the complete absence, where only one person seems to be moving the ball, no matter how slowly he's moving the ball, but he is playing the ball in the attempt that there be some resolutions to the matter, and that person has to be, according to the former Captain Doe, is Senator Newman. So the question that comes to my mind is, why is it that the other senators are not involved? Why is it that they are not in concert? The superintendent is not. I mean, under whose watch these things are happening. It's not putting much interest or moving the ball forward so that they can score a goal. And what is that goal? The goal is when they find the people, or if they have reports of their whereabouts in Ivory Coast or in a nearby area or other counties, this matter will be brought to a closure. So I'm troubled. I'm always troubled about these things that happen, because we have Maryland. Now it comes to the next area, not too far from Maryland County. So it's killing, inundating our country, where we bring the question of the 3 boys that want to fix generator, and over today's date, they defy the law of buoyancy, where the canoe pieces cannot be found on the water, or were not found on the water. So I want to stop right there, because I have a timekeeper who is a fellow panelist. He will be keeping the time. So I'll stop right there.
Okay. Let me come in with I'll go to Mr. Nubo. Yeah. So I want to follow up, because that's the same train I was going into, Mr. Napier. It is mind-boggling, right? That the only elected official that is engaging with the family, hopefully, like I say, I don't know about the family, but I don't know he's probably engaging with the family, but is actively engaging with the citizenry, is Mr. Senator Nimland. Now, why is that? We have 5 elected officials coming out of the county, and we have 2. These 2, we have Representative Soka and Representative Marie Johnson. This change zoning area falls within the constituencies. They are the ones that are supposed to be engaging with the citizenry and the family publicly. Now, I understand, because okay, Senator Nimland is the, he's a senator and he's the oldest one. Okay, I understand that. I understand that. But this really doesn't negate the fact that this thing happened in Representative Sokan area of command and Representative Mari Johnson area of command as well. I'm using my military term on people, So they should be more engaged in this process. And we should have everybody engaged. Representative DB engaged in this as well. Senator Zorpano engaged in this as well. I mean, how do you sit comfortably, sit at home, and talk to your family when you go on a dinner table or whatever however you meet them, knowing that you represent people that are going missing? How do you do that? How? And I don't know whether you noticed this, but the last picture I saw, the last video I watched, I'll find out video and play it. As when the CSA, CSA, right, Civil Society Agency, when they were in Granger County inaugurating the construction of their headquarters there, the regional headquarters, breaking ground for the regional headquarters. I saw Representative Slocum there, and he was there with a little child. Now, I don't know whether that child is his, but from the interaction with he and that little boy, that child is his. Now, how do you do that? You bring your child in public, and yet there's somebody missing, other people's child or children or loved ones missing in your area of control, and you're not putting in the energy to bring them home. But that is the disappointment with the journalists, in our place. How can somebody be asked that guy right before his fellow government officials? Sir, you got your son here. You seem to be very happy, very lively, but yet you got people missing on your watch and you don't care. How is that? How do you square this? Why nobody asked Representative Sokan that question? Why? And allow him to get away with that. How can he interact with his son? Meanwhile, we got other people that are missing, families that are crying, and he's still helping the process. That for me, that picture it didn't go down with me at all. That video, somebody should have asked Representative Sokan, how are you feeling here with your son? Why we got 2 other people? If I 8 other people missing in the county, and you are not comparing, they do nothing, a non-lawyer who pretend to be a lawyer, not Wilkins, yes, sitting there, you do nothing about it. Mr. New, let me bring you in, sir. I want to end right now. But before we do that, let me welcome Madam Claudia to the set, please. Madam Claudia, how you doing today, man? Madam Claudia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm fine, thank you. I'm seated in my same location as last night, so I know you can get me clear, right?
Yeah, we do hear you very clear.
That works good. Cool. And I'm happy to be on the program once again and look forward to our constructive conversations. And hello to all the panelists. Oh, Mr. Nubo, happy belated birthday. Didn't forget you. And I loved your Facebook post.
Thank you.
Oh, you're a little baby girl. Congratulations to your daughter. Aww. I like that. Thank you very much for your, Liberian Megan say thank you when you take so good care of your child. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, welcome to the show, Madam Claudia. And then I go to Mr. George H. Nubo.
Well, when Captain Doe called me to wish me a birthday, happy birthday, I asked him, about these missing boys and how far they have gone. And he said, or they have written or their grievances, and I think they have given them to the lawmakers, or they were to give them to the lawmakers. And I said, no, to me, it should have been the other way around. You stage a protest, and during the protest, you present your grievances. But he said, no, that how the senator wanted it. So, no, maybe we still have to wait to hear from uh, Captain Doe and Mr. Bozo Williams to see, what is the next plan. They has taken long time and nothing has been done by the security and by the county officials. So if I was in Liberia, I would have traveled to Grand Gideon for the protests. Yes, I would have done that. So maybe he gave update this morning, or maybe when we open a line, or he can give us further update since the senator is in the county now, and Mr. Ware talked about the road issue. Grand Gideon just received, I think, 14 or 15 pieces of yellow machines. And that truck that is stopped or that turned over, why the county administration cannot send one of the or some of the yellow machines to get the truck out there and they get some gravel, crushed rocks, clear the mud, and compact the area. I mean, what a shame. In the middle of the city. and now the vehicles are passing through the airport. I mean, dirt or gravel airport, and it is raining. It is raining, and there are some smaller planes that travel to places that have airstrips. So how will the plane land when they go there? And what will happen, if God forbid there's accident? So the county authorities need to take it seriously, because they have the equipment there to remove the car that turned over and to grade the place and do what they have to do. Instead of sitting there, the equipment there remain idle and disparting the airport. So those are what I have on my plate concerning the missing boys and the road issue.
Alrighty.
Well, if I may,
Yeah,
can I
he will.
comment
Yeah,
on over there?
yeah.
Just,
Come in.
just
We'll
for
give you
a
30 seconds. We'll go to Claudia.
second. I think Mr. Nuwa is right, 1,000,000% right, because the caterpillar, all it needs is cable, 3 cables. If the truck is laying on the side, 3 cables, one on the way across the truck, hook it, and 2 on the other side, and then just pull it. and that truck will be upright instead of using the airstrip. Because I think what Mr. Noble has said is that it poses danger to lives and other property because it is raining in Liberia right now. So if an air taxi were to land, the visibility would be very, very poor. And that could cause more than 10 persons dying. So I back Mr. Noble's point.
Thank you. Let's go to you, Mr. Ware. We'll come to Claudia. I tell you, you're in the back there.
For a change.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
My man, you been asking people to put live to put spirit in a cell. Why you? Here you come on the mighty acting like somebody not something for you.
What I said thank you so much, and
you've been telling the caller to be lively. And you are not lively in the studio.
Let me say thank you to a good evening to Claudie. Thank you so much. Happy to meet you. And what happened here is Grand Jada, just like what Mr. Numbo said. Grand Jada, we keep saying, and people out there keep saying, this is a big problem. The problem is those who in authority they can really listen to the citizen. Yeah, can really listen to the citizen. And if I would say that the FE are being used as a role, people been talking it, and myself I visited the place. And let me tell you, even if a plane coming, it will force to me so long daybreak, force to me either motorbike or car there. And how would the plane land? And it's going to be a problem. So what citizens are saying, and they are calling on the local government. I think it's going 2 weeks now since that problem came about, the rule. Even though car was not stuck there, but now car stuck there now. And even the superintendent came and he went there to parade. He checked the whole place, he saw the condition of that place, and he told the people that we're going to work on it. And since then now, somebody has tended to be corrected in more than 2 weeks. And the place is still like that. And the citizen every morning, every evening, every afternoon, they will call on various platforms to say they are calling on the local government. That's the same thing about the missing men and boys that citizens are talking about, especially those two that got missing since the 22nd of May up to now. The only time we listen to the superintendent to even speak was the time Billy Cartoon and Honorable Sanction Boso William were invited. While they were speaking, he was constrained to call and join the platform. The following day, he appeared. So if somebody start to talk again, like the citizen, they want to call, because the only thing the citizen can do always, and people talk about is, calling the attention of the international community. And how can they call the attention of the international community? To gather peacefully. That is a right to gather peacefully. So, it's not easy. But the citizens, they keep saying, and even I will join them, that it's only God that we pray to deliver Grand Jada. Yeah, to deliver Grand Jada, Liberia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ware. Madam Claudia, on the missing persons topic, anything you want to share?
This has been going on for, like he said, like Chris said, since May. And that's a very long amount of time for someone to be missing. But I, Claudia, believe that it has a lot to do with the investigation looking very slow. The family is doing their part. Advocacy groups are doing their part. But somewhere, somehow, there's a delayed response somewhere. I'm not really pointing out to authorities or saying police or saying the military, but whoever is involved, I think the family needs to add more people to that involvement. If the police saying they play too far, there's too much remote terrain, there's too much logistics tracking, like I said, in that dense part of the forestry, there is a known illegal mining company. But who can go there? Because once it's illegal, you can imagine what might be there as well that's illegal. Probably guns and human trafficking and forced laborers and all kind of things there. It's just a matter of getting other intel security involved. I think that it's time for us to start engaging other people. It doesn't always have to be the police. I think maybe now we need to involve somebody that can handle the information. The little bit of information that has been pulled out, then the information that will be acquired through the investigation in that forestry. Dogs. We have a lot of hunting dogs in the communities right now. There's people that are training their puppies to hunt their bush meat. Funny things there. And the dogs are accurate in it. They just rub it to the dog nose. The dog run in the bush all over the place. Before they come back, they have exactly what was rubbed in their nose. I think we need to start using some dogs to go in that terrain. We have to start searching ourselves. That's how I'm looking at this. Because if we're going to depend on Senator Spino, we all know that a lot of Grandidians don't I don't want to use the word like him, but they don't favor him. He's been allegedly accused of having hand in missing persons, the death of the late Madame Doe, so many things that have been going on. And he probably will not be in the right position, because we talked about conflict of interest last night with the IG. Conflict of interest means when you have already involved some kind of way personally, like your mom, your uncle, or some kind of way people accusing you of already being someone who can eat raw meat. You don't have the right now to go around that raw meat because it's conflict of interest to you. You've already been accused of being the type of person to eat raw meat, so you can't engage it. So I'm not even surprised that he's not showing that empathy. Empathy is something, it's an emotion that Archie here on the show, our panelists on the show have been showing towards these missing men, where you feel it, you want to dig in, you want to help, and your emotions allows people to say, you know what, I like this. Let us go do it. The thing Archie and them talking, let's go do it. That is empathy. He's not showing any empathy because of all the allegations in Grand Jita. That's why I think it's very important as a country, we keep our personal opinions to ourselves when it comes to personal things, because what goes around comes around. You don't know whose day today will be your day tomorrow. And you don't know who you will need tomorrow that you hate to see today. So therefore, I feel that, like I said, Mr. Wright, we need to step up the search. We need to start searching ourselves. Let us not wait for police anymore. Let us go look for ourselves. And I think now is the time for us to start advocating for groups of people that are willing to go and look for these men. That's all I have to say.
Okay. That was very, very, very deep. Let me pick up on that note. I like to say, I like the last part of your comment. To say when you want something done, you do not leave it with others. You get on your 2 feet and you go there and get it done. That is an option that maybe we need to start taking the discussion to us, including that in our narrative. What if? Now, I want to say this. You probably know, some of you probably know him. He's a historian, Mr. Bila, when we first started talking about this thing, Mr. Bila told us, and Mr. Bila, I hope you, he's battling cancer, my people. If you guys don't know, that's why he's not on the show. Want to send a shout out to you there, and I haven't forgotten you, Mr. Bila. I want to say that either. But yes, Mr. Bila told us that what Claudia is recommending. It's not new. It has been done, especially in Granger County. He said it did it under what this guy named, the first superintendent under President Elling. Chris Billy. There you go. Under Superintendent Chris Billy. They did it. Somebody went missing, and there were a couple of people that came to Mr. Billy and said, we can help. And Chris Billy, welcomed their involvement, and they went on a search. And he was saying that can be done too. That group can be brought back, and other people can be brought into the fold. But the thing here is the local government is not reaching out, because he's saying, all right, look, people are not going to wake up one morning and say, okay, yeah, let me $10, yeah, let go. People get in the car, let go to change on it, because people are constrained. It's not like, here. Well, we're going to march. Oh, man, okay, I got my father, yeah, let go. When you get a father in a place that you want to, first of all, your family. So that too is real. Those constraints are there. Claudia, this is why people are calling on the local government, because they are the one that got the resources. They are the one that have the bandwidth to be able to throw out this thing and say, we provide the cars, we provide the equipment. You gotta go to chance on it. Who wants to go? Yeah, let's go. Come and help the police. Come and help the military. Yeah, let's go comb that whole place and see what we can come up with. But I want to take this into so we got 24 minutes to talk about it. At 7 o'clock, we're going to branch on to the next topic. So I want to also, the time now is 6:38, my people, here in America, and 10:38 there in Liberia. So
Mr. Ray, can I just add one more thing?
Yeah, 10 seconds, please, because I want us to go to the line now. I want to go to the line, but go ahead.
Perfect. What needs to be? Let me just say what needs to be done. We need to put up a drone challenge. The government of Liberia said we should not be flying drones. These cameras that fly in the sky, they can allow you to see pyramids as far as 6 miles away, or 4 to 3, 8 miles. I think now we need to get some kind of a permission from the government. Find someone who has a drone, and that drone will allow us to reach pyramids that we are not able to reach with our feet. Because I understand people are searching and have searched, but like I said, we're talking about a dense. When we say dense, that means that certain areas the land can just lost. So we need something that can allow us to see further than that, or hunt dogs. That's all I wanted to add.
Alrighty. That's a good addition. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think we ever talked about that throughout the discussion here. Yeah, so people, that have the drone, maybe can volunteer with that. Put it what chance on it. Let's see what's going on there. Go around the forest area. Who's moving in there? Let's see what's going on. Maybe we might see something interesting. But Chris, let's go to the line and be able to take calls on this, and then we'll come back. We'll dive into our next topic. Thank you so much.
When the debates get tough,
Okay, folks, if you are there, we'd like to say good evening and welcome, whatever you're doing and however the case may be. This is Top 105.3, the official voice of Teach Our People Communication Incorporated. We are live tonight on Abed to D4, your regular and informative program that comes your way 6 days a week from Monday to Saturday, right here on Top FM. Let's hear you tonight, and let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Beware, and good evening to Honorable Boto. Good evening to the cartoon. Good evening to Ma Marie, and good evening to our panelists. You know, more especially, you know, people who need I know among the people. You know, I want to say good evening to Mr. Lippe and the rest.
Thank you so much. What is your name and where you calling up from?
This is Joe Neswa. I join you for Bobakio.
Okay, honest. Let's hear you.
Thank you ever so much, Brother Beware. My concern has to do with the two missing brothers, Brother Chris. This thing we're doing here, we are wasting time. We are wasting time. What are we waiting for? Are we waiting for information to say yes? The people are dying. It's not waiting for. No, I say no to that. We not expect that news to come out tomorrow. We should not expect for me. I don't want to expect that news. I don't want to hear it. All I want to see is that if since there now that it is something that we go to medicine, man, then of course we should use physically. We ourselves go on the thing to start searching for our people. Let me say bravo to our sister who also mentioned that in her speech. One of the panelists, she mentioned that in her speech. It's possible that we go on the thing. The last time when the program on last week, I mentioned that. I think Mr. Lippe listened to me that very night, where I even measured a scenario about where the little girl I lost the last time. Around 2014, where the girl people we got on our feet here and there before that little girl was born. You see? So it's not something to say if somebody lost how to do it, lawmaker, anybody that is big or not big. We also look to see how bad that we find the party. But we'll not be putting ourselves behind to say, waiting for one lawmakers who can't get power or to can't get money or to can't do it one before we say we're shaking ourselves. In case tomorrow we go know that they say a person that I thought we'll be quiet to a family. So we're dealing our time. Now do what we sort of do that will give us the life of our two brothers. Thank you, Brother Chris. I'm still with the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honest Doe, thank you for being part of the platform tonight. Quarter 0881 1435 04 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. You've been listening to the conversation. If you just joined us, you are listening to Abed D4 on Top FM 105.3. Yes, indeed, the Thursday edition. Today is August 20, and the year we mean is the 2026. Let's hear you tonight. 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live tonight on Abed D4. Specifically, we are talking about the mixing boys and men in Grand Jeda County. You listen. Why is the way forward? You listen to Honest Doe. You listen to our panelists. Yes, indeed. So what you have to say as a citizen of Grand Jeda County, as a citizen who you're even entering Grand Jeda County, what you have to say? What would be your own recommendation, your suggestion? What you want to bring on the table? Yes, because these are the things when we collect them, and people collect them, they know how to go about it. Most of you out there get, excellent ideas. So join us on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 040776 105 and you're gonna be live. Yes, Mr. Right.
Let's talk about honest Dole comments. If you get a call, let us know. We'll like to bring the call in.
Okay.
But look, honest Dole. I don't know I'm gonna do this, but I think you sound like a how do we call them here in America?
Let's take this color. Let's take the color.
Okay.
Okay, we lost that color. Go. Continue. Okay. We have other color again. I don't know why it's happening. We lost the color. But you can still call 088143504.
Is it the Lone Star still giving problem?
Yeah, it seems to be a Lone Star. 0881435040776 105. Let's go over to Orange. Welcome with a cartoon. You're not forced, but you compare to do the right thing.
Whether it says to be or a now to be or a seven to be, we will still force our way through. Thank you. Let's say good evening to our professors, the ones that just coming in class. Welcome to and thank you for coming. Chris, we want to say this. Let nobody think that the issue about going on the protest has been cancelled or we are reluctant or we have been forgetting about. No. Let me say this clearly. Here is what embarrassing us right now. If we knew it wouldn't be like this, we would not agree to even move to the house of Senator Nina, at least to talk about sitting down or have a discussion with them or with him. But in as much as we accepted to attend to their call, we went there as a team. We sat with him for almost 30 to 35 minutes discussing before Representative Sugar can arrive, and he left us as well. We concluded with Senator Nime. So it's almost like we have made a vow to him, let's why he himself make that vow to us. That your trust and belief in me, you will get a result from me. He trying his best, saying he got to know that things is not going the way he expected it. None of us knew that he engaged with the county attorney. The county attorney was brave to have told the senator that there's no progress report being made yet. What was the response from the senator? Listen to the English word. Then there's a need that the people protest, and you have to provide them security. One of the senators ready? Yes, they must protest, and I'm going to get in the county to ask them to provide security. Like I said, I just spoke with him money. 11:28. I spoke with him 15 minutes, 10 seconds. We talk. We assure us again. So what is embarrassing us here now is that we cannot be communicating with the senator and other stakeholders around. Then what they've been saying to us, we ignore it to say we're going to protest. Anything happen along the way, who do we run to? We don't want to be like, I told you yesterday to wait on me. Let me be the one to involve into your protest. And you will never listen to me. Why? What will we be saying? He said it all openly, not a secret, that there are some senior officials of security personnel here who are against your protestation. So in my mind, as a senator and as a former security personnel, there is a possibility of put plenty evil doer in your midst. In the name of your when you cause problems, when they start to arrest some of you. Instead of coming to the right thing about two missing brothers and things, we can't not tell you around, we're going to start begging them to release you. Somebody will come up behind and want to school political go. So that which I don't want. If I ask them that you put in a papers, I will demand them to provide security for you. If they refuse, then anything happen along the way, they will be held responsible. So in as much as you continue to show us, that's the reason why you see we a little bit slow down and waiting. For me, after 1 or 2 days, I always check on him and inform him. 1 or 2 days, I always get to him. That's what I've been doing. I just told you today, I placed a call to him today.
Thank you.
Around 11. So my people, not that we're not able to get in the street, but please let us just exercise a little bit patience. From now to Saturday is not far, he will be coming. And in your voice, Sunday, we don't have to call you. Any of you that get my number or let me to the family place or whatever, we all go to the place and go tell you, say, oh man, you are here now. What's the way forward? We keep to you to ask you now because we are prepared to get in the street. Then for that, whatever you pay to us, it will not be like when you can do a loan or 2-3%. So to conclude, I'm begging us, let us respect the request of the senator. He's a diplomat, he's our leader, he's our father. Let's just listen to him and hear what he's going to do. For me, I say, only because of Senator Nime, we keep holding on like this because he continues to be on our side, openly, not doing a secret. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Call 0881 1435 040776 105 0881 1435 04, and you're gonna be live. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello, bro. Where is it? Do NS back on the line?
Okay, Ernest, let's hear you.
Thank you ever so much. My people, this thing that's happening, they're waiting for the person, waiting for the person here. It is affecting us. More especially, it is affecting the mother of that child. If people who live from here, Israel here will go in an area that will there, any lawmaker that is concerned, they will come behind us and come and check on us. It is everyone concerned that we go there. When we listen that interview, waiting for one lawmaker to come after here. Who knew today that Joao Taylor was so accused today as drug dealer or drug personnel? Who knew? Yesterday she was a vice president of the nation. I'm not saying that somebody here is inside or lawmaker here is inside the people business. But I'm saying that Joao Taylor yesterday was a vice president of the country from CDC. And today she has been accused on 7 good cases.
Thank you.
For drugs. So, please, let us take a step that will affect people that are keeping, or whether like animal keeping the people, or like a group of people keeping them. Let us take action that will affect them.
Thank
but
you,
when we sleeping, and not good for us, though.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We still listen to you.
Thank you so much. Call 0881 1435 040776 105 105 and 0881 1435 040776 105 105. And you're gonna be live. We have 6 minutes up to 11 o'clock. Let's hear you tonight on this platform. You've been listening to the conversation. Let's hear you. Okay, I think we can go over to you, Mr. Wright. I think you can take it from there. You are muted. You are muted.
Okay. Yeah, so we got a 5-minute transition to our next topic, so let's do this real quick. So Claudia, I see Claudia drop. Okay, good. Gentlemen, let's do the quick colors response. So let me start with you, Mr. Nippet. Your color respond real quick, sir.
Well, I gotta start from the bottom and I go to Mr. Ernest Doe. The last caller, I didn't get his name, but I think he is speaking very well, following the trend of Claudine, the Magnificent, that they should be put together and go into the forest. And who knew today that Joe Howard Taylor, former First Lady, Vice President, Senator, would be apprehended on charges of drugs, related charges. And so he's saying that whether they are animals that are holding these people, they need to muster courage and go into the forest and get these people. And Captain Doe expresses his group's embarrassment that in the wake of the senator asking them, former Minister of Foreign Affairs and Senator Thomas Yara asking them to hold on here until Saturday, that he will back them, and that he suspects in the wake of while the protest is being convened, there will be some surrogates on the other side to cause confusion so that he can hold them. So he wants to make sure that he can talk with his colleagues and then assure them of the protection that is necessary so that they cannot be captured, and in his words, and then start begging them again. And that's what Captain Doe says. And then Honest is of the opinion that in the case of Yadi, they did not just sit down supinely, they did not just rest on their oaths, they did not just was saying, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. But they grouped themselves and went into the forest. And I think if I recall, he said the very grandmother who was saying that she did not know where this child was, it was determined that it was she who had hidden this child or something like that. But Yadi was found. And I think that's a correlation to what Lodi said, that they need to muster courage and do the human patrolling into the change zoning area, where she recommends dogs, sniffing dogs. Unfortunately, in Liberia, I don't know, so I stand to be corrected on that. Whether they are sniffing dogs, you could just put the clothes of the gentleman to the nose, and then once that scent is in the nostril of the dogs, the hunting dogs, as she calls them, they'll be able to find where those people are. But do we have the number of dogs to parade, to plunge themselves in the thick forest and wooded area? I don't know. One of our finest points is also about the drone, which makes a lot of sense. But the question is, our forest is so dense. Has the drone the capacity, or will it be one drone, and has it the capacity to penetrate the dense forest? If they were to be hired to scout the perimeters of the forest, which is where these people were taken. Now, I'm coming to a very important point here. You have strangers in our midst, approximately 300,000 of them, who are quote unquote there to do farming. And they are way in the dense part of River G and Grand Jida County, respectively. How and why did they go away in the dense forest? Can this thing be annexed, connected, or seen as ritualistic killing? Because how can people be missing from a town? There's nobody in Arico saying, well, they are here, they have not called back from Arico. No, any area adjacent to the change zoning, I have not been into Grand Jida, and don't ask me whether I'm a Grand Jidan, because once I am a Liberian, I belong to all the people in Liberia, especially when I'm a Kwa-speaking personality. So it baffles me when we have these strangers and they are finding way deep in the forest. According to one of our speakers or callers, the forest is so the road that is so deep and that will take something like 2 days to reach to someone's farm. The question is, why did these people go into the deep forest to do farming? Should they just be there for 2 days where you walk for 2 days? And how do they commute between the city and to the farm? So it's a huge question when it comes to the suspicion around these missing persons, almost about 6, these missing persons. And I don't know why the leaders accept the senator who is mustering courage, trying to infuse energy into the finding of these people. The other three personalities, the female among them who should be a mother. When something happened in the area, a mother, it was a mother, even though she was hunged, who brought up those people in their land. So I think there should be empathy from these people here, as shown by Senator Newman.
Thank you, Mr. Nuba. Let's go to you.
Yeah. Okay. How many minutes? 20?
No, you got 30 seconds.
I call from 3 minutes to 8 on the dot.
Okay. Anyway, I think the
2 minutes, I want to say.
colors made some more than 2 minutes. The colors made some points, and I mean, I don't like for people to play hero all the time. These guys that call and make all the good points here. When last did they call Bozo Williams? When last did they call Captain Doe? Because they are on the ground there. And some of them, at the get-go, were trying to buy them off them. So I think they need to reach out to the people who are spearheading the efforts, the protest effort. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Let's do this.
Madam
Chris.
Madam Claudia is back.
Oh, yeah, I see her. Let's go to Chris. Chris, your response. Call a response.
Okay, then, let me say thanks to Onyx. Onyx is particularly saying that what I do understand is the concerned citizen should get together and go to the place where the incident took place. And I do understand that those things were used to happen in the interior when somebody get mixing, the time people get together and go to find a person. And the next thing he said is the second call he made was, waiting on the leader, telling the leader have told you that, yeah, wait, which of course is good to respect your leader. But then, how long will the citizen wait? How long? Since the 22nd of May up to now, and beside the citizen even speaking out, there is no information. So if you look at it, yes, Billy Cartoon said, in always speaking to, in conversation with the leader, which of course is good, and also for the sick and for the respect sake, yes, indeed, it's good for us or for the citizen to respect their leader. But if the citizen respect the leader, is the leader bound duty for him to make more effort? Which of the security unit or which of the security department that are working after this particular thing? Who are those? If the citizen now call, if the citizens start calling in the morning with more fire, then the leader come out to say, your wait. So the waiting part is something like it getting too much. And I hope I hope that the citizen will wake up while they are still waiting from now on to Saturday without anything now. And I think everybody have to wake up to do something different. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Madam Claudia, you want to respond to the callers? Okay, she dropped off. Look, let me just my own take on this. Look, I can understand the guy, I just forgot his name, the guy who called and said people should not wait. But in his first comment, I think I had a problem with what he said in there when he called the first time, that we were blaming lawmakers too much. Look, my dear brother, your lawmakers are there to show up in times like this. That's why you elected them. Because let me tell you something. That position you put into, you are giving him the biggest microphone ever. If anyone in lawmaker today say the whole a press conference and talk about these missing persons, it becomes a national news. I want to repeat this to you, my dear brother. The reason you see we are calling on these people is because when they speak, by virtue of their position, because of that position they have, all the media, the president said, well, yay. The Minister of Justice, well, yay. All the people that are supposed to yay and help bring these people home, they will yay. That's why we are calling on to them. If they were not lawmakers, who care for them? You know what I mean? They'll be just like you and myself. Nobody's going to run after them. We don't run after them because we want to run after them. No. We run after them because we as a county and as a people give them a position so that they can be the loudspeakers. Because when they talk, and you see, you get called about, let me give you one good example. And you see, you get called about now, and you get called about buying stuff in the street. You ever make the news? No. Because he no longer represents it. He's common to you and myself now. But before he got in that position where he nobody now, when you get called about, you ever got in the money and just smile. Everybody take it. They say, oh, you got not talking here. Because Yeke Koluba at the time was a representative. That is the reason, my dear brother. So they have a part to play into this. I bet you. And Senator Nimle say he will be part of the protest. Let him stand before the Liberians on Saturday or whenever the protest is going to happen. Let him be in that group. If you see that thing it don't go nationwide, don't ever believe me again. That is the kind of power these people have. All right? So that's the reason. That's the reason why. But I mean, Aaron, I know. Let's go on to our next subject. I want to take
10 seconds, please. It might be important.
10 seconds now, please.
10 seconds. Right. It might be necessary and important to call any one of the senators in studio and let her give us, like we did with the superintendent, and that's 10 seconds.
All right. Thank you so much. Yes. So, all right. I'm sorry. I'm kind of multitasking about. Mr. Nuba, you want to come in? I'm multitasking.
Maybe Senator Nimlin.
All right, guys.
That's Senator. Which of the senator working with them?
That's Senator Nimlin.
You pull out muted.
Can you hear me? I'm not muted.
Okay, I hear you now. The senator that is working with them, that's a senator we need to try to get on the program.
Oh, that's Senator Nimlin. Okay.
Yeah.
That's about the caucus chairman. He is the head. You don't want to undercut the caucus responsibility and ability. So let's do it with the caucus chair.
He has not heard about the protest. He has not heard about the death of the about the missing of the children.
That one makes it strategically important for us to call on him, because he's the head of the caucus. And then if he reneges, then we can call on Senator Nimlin.
Okay.
All right, we have an agreement, gentlemen. All right, we'll pursue that. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Yeah, we got the name, Mr. Yeah, Nimlin. Okay, thank you. Somebody in the comment section trying to remind us about who is working with the group. Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of the show. But yes, we want to move on. We want to shift, ladies and gentlemen. We want to shift to the drug case. Claudia did post a new information in the chat room. I thought she was here to take us through that. If she saw something in it that she wanted us to know. But I think the latest information concerning it is that the vice president is still being held at the National Police Station. Am I right, gentlemen?
I think so.
Yes, because I've visited all the news websites. I've not seen anything that she has been released. And so she is still being held there. And that is concerning. Let me come to you, Mr. Nubo. Given the fact that she's been held now for the second night at the National Police Station, what does it imply? Does it imply that the government has a case on her, and that they're trying to, show her these pieces of evidence that they have, and maybe make her to come, to say something about what they have? Because normally this is what I know. When the government got some evidence on you, some real tangible evidence, they want to show it to you, and they're going to keep you. Even when your lawyers show up there, they're going to tell you, look, we have this. I'm going to make sure that we interrogate this suspect based on our evidence. I want to come to you on that. Do you think the government has a case on the lady here, on the vice president?
Well, the case the government had, I think we saw the charges yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Yes, we saw the charges yesterday. And today, I think there was some health issue, and I believe they took care of that. They allowed some, I think, her lawyers to speak to her, but then some politicians were not allowed. And I think that's what happened. And well, I cannot, because all I've seen is the charge sheet. So I can't say the government has a case against her. I mean, without looking at the evidence, even though I'm not a lawyer. So that is my take on the whole issue.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nubo. Claudia, you are back with us. It's good. You share something from the Liberian Investigator newspaper. What is it in there? I see a very, very colorful front page here, and it reads operation charge with XVP built cocaine routes. What is that? What are you picking up on this?
Basically, to answer your question about Madam Taylor, yeah, you know, I just ran across some very sad news as it relates to the investigation. Behold,
Okay.
behold, the people have a witness that is involved in the trafficking investigation and pointing to all the people that are involved and letting them know how their involvement is related to all this drug stuff that's been going on. As far as 2022, this guy has been this is crazy. I'm looking. I mean, I literally like contacted them, and their response to me pretty much says it all. Okay, there's a witness that has connected Madam Taylor to the cartel, and this person is working closely with authority. We in Liberia heard that we had some visitors, the CIA, and we all know that's the highest. When you talk about police, talk about all those other people, CIA is the highest intel. And it is not about Liberia, it's about the entire world. Because the entire world, especially in America, they're suffering from this. They're suffering from cocaine and drugs. Well, this state witness was also in the past allegedly, not even allegedly, man. He was actually even caught in a criminal fraud and money laundering conviction in the United States. And maybe you guys can remember that. I don't want to really call his name now because he's listening to this program. We'll put that name out a little bit through our panel discussion here. But he is the one telling the authorities that she was one of their investors and someone who had received gifts. And the recordings, they have physical evidence, my people. I don't even want to talk anymore because you know, like the council said last night on the show, it was too early yesterday, and today it's a wrap. All right, the evidence against her is concrete, it's visual, it's audible, and it's connecting her and other officials, not her own, other people too. But they're giving this snitch, this guy. I mean, we say snitch. It's not a bad thing to be a snitch. We just use that, and that's a street term to say someone who gives information as it relates to crime and helping people to solve crime. So we'll say informant. The informant has pretty much dropped the ball. He's dropped the ball, and the informant is in that picture. And we know that he's initially notorious for multi-million-dollar businesses, this email, you know, compromise, wire fraud stuff in America. But we also know that he some kind of way facilitates in this, but not directly in this. His money, but not drugs related, not other things related, but he has concrete evidence that puts her in the midst of this entire thing. And if you go on Front Page Africa right now, you'll see it there. It's a trending, it just dropped. People in Liberia, I can remember earlier today, someone said they saw him at the police station. I said, what? But he's posting on a plane. No, he's in the police station right now, giving information since yesterday. And that's how she got caught. So that's how she got caught. So.
All right. And that's why I was just asking you earlier, Mr. Nubo. that the reason, I mean, the fact that it's still holding on to her there with all the health conditions, you know, that means it got something solid on her. But let me.
Yeah, the health issue. How you've been suffering from asthma, and you are going to Ghana, and you leave your medication home. Doesn't make sense to me.
It does in a way because she's suffering from as it relates to her previous she contracted COVID. And, COVID, it damages the lungs. I mean, I had it. I know how it does. I know how it feels. And it was one of the results of that. So it's not something I can knock her down every 5 seconds. It was something she knew how to manage. But when you have stress, they set her up literally, like I said, the informant called her and the phone was recording and said, my investors have a gift for you. And that right there. And this informant is cooperating with investigators to try to get his own self out of a separate criminal fraud, this money laundering case that he has in America. And I told you guys, and I've been telling you guys this for a very long time, before you can get out of a certain situation, you can be the actual kingpin, in fact. But to get out of the situation, you have to give some kind of a valuable information. You have to be willing to turn in something more valuable. Okay, if you turn in gold, we say we don't want gold, we want diamond. You can provide that diamond, we'll let you go. And this guy is literally working with the state. He's working with the American government, the CIA, and everybody else that's involved. Because, like I said, this thing is bigger than just Joe Howard Teller. It's bigger than just Liberia and other things like that. Bigger than just Joe Howard Teller. It's bigger than just Liberia and other things like that. Bigger than just Joe Howard Teller.
All right.
Okay, so like I said, we're chatting. They said in 2022 they introduced her to 3 foreign nationals from Croatia, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Ukraine.
Croatia.
Yes, and Ukraine, and told them they were legitimate investors looking to bring 250 million into Liberia. And the authorities of the cartel authorities, people that are responsible to follow these people and catch them and put them in jail, they were able to identify these 3 individuals as members of a cocaine cartel. Doesn't mean she can't win their case, because I never knew that somebody has been accused or someone is capable of murder, but I allow you to enter in my home. If I can prove to the state that I never knew that this $250 million investment they were trying to bring into Liberia was dropped, that's where she now has to fight to put her evidence to show to the public and show to the world that she never knew that this $250 million investment was a $250 million cocaine investment. She has to prove that. That's the only area they got her on for now. So when we talked about yesterday, conspiracy and facilitation, those 2 crimes I kept basing on last night, because those are the 2 crimes that they can really hold her on. You facilitate a human being that can't cause damage in Liberia, because all that consignment that was going, Liberian people, we know ourselves, quick to take something from somebody that don't belong to us. And those boxes end up on the streets in our communities, cocaine all around now. We call Kush today. So that's just an update right there. And I'm really feeling bad because I thought it was feel bad.
All right. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you so much. Let's welcome on in studio Mr. Monju. Mr. Monju, how you doing today, sir?
So far, so good, man. I know the show almost over, but I said, hey, I gotta jump on and meet my brothers and of course sister.
All right. Yeah, we still got about 35 minutes to burn. That's good. Good to have you, sir. Good to have you. Appreciate you being on. But we'll continue with the discussion from yesterday on the $317 million drug bust and the arrest of our former vice president, Madam Jewel Howard Taylor. And some of the news I reported, as you were hearing from Claudia, that they got informant now that is providing the government with some real concrete information on her involvement into this case. But I'm going to come back to you, Mr. Monju. So, Mr. Nippy, let me come to you. Does the American involvement in this becomes a game changer, and should we expect more high-profile arrest?
I think it is a catalyst to speed up the reaction, and from what distinguished lady has said, excuse me, if she were to be encouraged in a $250 million business, which is not far from 300 million, who have asked the question, what kind of business? Because if nobody will just tell you a $250 million business, and then they don't tell you the kind of business that they want to, the kind of investment that they want to bring. Manufacturing?
I think it's a cocoa business, though. Cocoa.
What she said was that the boxes are spread around Cooch, something like that. But what a be that as it may, if she were told that $250 million business involving cocaine, and then she accepted it to eat and abet, and then she got on the on 50/50 radio and said people were using boats and other seawater equipment and bringing in drugs, and they should come from the highest to the lowest and all those kind of things. So she dumped herself into the river, you see, because the greed for money and the greed for money, and that's why I always like to go biblical at times. What will it profit you if you gain the whole world and lose your soul? The respect that she had, internationally and domestically, is being eviscerated. She is not caring like any other citizen. That's why sometimes I disagree with those who try to disparage Liberia. Liberia law is this. Liberia is not a good country. It's not an independent country. But look what is happening. So the CIA involvement is a catalyst. I want to stop right there and say there are more heads to roll. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Mr. Moji, let me come to you. And the same question goes to you.
Yeah, I think, going by, I read the front page Africa article today. And if you go by that article, all the government has right now on the former vice president is all circumstantial. I wouldn't even say evidence. It's all circumstantial scenario. Okay? Because this so-called, I don't know, whistleblower or whatever, he's a criminal, wanted in the United States, a man called Kant. I think his name is Sheikh or something like that. He wanted in the United States. He has an active warrant out for him. Okay? So that's one aspect that the defense lawyer can put premium on. Your prime whistleblower or accuser or whatever, legalese they have for people like him. He's a criminal. He's a hardcore criminal. And we all understand the fact, if you're a VP and somebody come to you in a Liberian context and say, I've got some friends that got $250 million to invest, she was starry-eyed. She was very starry-eyed. I would have, anybody in that position, you want to bring investment into your country, especially like a country like Liberia that needs everything. So the fact that this chick came and said, okay, the friends I got, they're from Croatia, I think they're from, how they call the place, Ukraine, and that sort of stuff. The mistake she made was that she was supposed to have her team do a deep dive in terms of background check, in terms of due diligence. They didn't do that. They just said, oh, the people got $250 million, that's plenty of money. Oh. And then I think Mr. Nubo mentioned that the sector within the economy they wanted to invest in, what I think he said cocoa or something like that.
Yeah, cocoa in Marshall.
Yeah, of course. So far, after being on the show yesterday and then reading what I read today in Front Page Africa, I'm on the fence on this. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. And we all know that she's not guilty of anything. She's innocent until proven guilty. So yeah, it's a circumstantial case that they had. And so, stopping her while she's going to the airport, nobody even knows whether there was a warrant out for her arrest or they just did that arbitrarily. We have to be careful.
Okay. I mean, you are already prosecuting the kids.
Already. Yes, honorable judge.
Yes.
I beg to differ. Let's say somebody came to you, Archie, 2021 and 2022. They say, the person say, I want to invest $250 million in cocoa. What kind of space in Marshall that you will have cocoa plantation for $250 million? They broke the ground. And up to now, I don't think they planted the first tree. And then through their connection, they borrowed Archie Williams, the late Archie Williams place. And they are saying that they used to take drugs there by boats. Because right by the ocean. And then they build a structure, opposite, weird club. In Duazon. I know at Duazon or what, where we are his spot. I forgot the name of it. Say opposite.
Baptist Seminary.
Huh?
Baptist Seminary.
What is it?
Think of Village.
Okay, Think of Village.
Yes.
We are please answer me. We are please answer me. Let not use Baptist Seminary.
Baptist Seminary. Baptist Seminary.
Baptist Seminary, Tinker Village, Duazon, or they are around the same area. I mean, but they say opposite. What weird club name? Opposite it. That's what they said. They build their structure there, and the Archie Williams house. They are saying that it was guarded, by heavily armed guards. And so I can't just even this criminal here. I think that's the guy that got Liberia diplomatic passport based on they say request from Joel Howard Taylor office that this guy was staffed from her office. So how can she or Mr. Moju entangle all these things here? And I think it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Even Yaka Koluba, he crazy, but he was talking it last night. He said, he blamed it on Finabondo. Say Finabondo say everything to the Waka government. That's what Yaka Koluba said yesterday. I don't know how.
Yeah, let me jump in a little bit, Mr. Nubo. Now that you brought up Finabondo.
Go ahead.
Let us not forget that at the very tail end, at the closing dates of the WIA administration, a package came in the country. It had drugs in it. And that package had Finabondo name on it.
Right.
It had Finabondo name on it, my people. When my own good friend, Livingstone, because he was the security chief at the time at the RIA, Sam Livingstone, right here in Philadelphia there. Poor guy, what did Labrador do with also to serve his country? He received the package and he saw Finabondo name on it. And guess what? They had called him to tell him to secure the package. When he secured the package, unfortunate for him, the other security guard at the airport saw the package. And I think they already been tipped off. They were looking for that package themselves. If I'm saying the wrong story, you please correct me. But when they got impressed with Livingstone then changed his story. So the guy said, no, we know you got the package. Who the package came to, but he didn't know at the time, so he called Finabondo name. That's how we got to know that drug that came in the country, it was brought in by Finabondo. So when Mr. Nubo said Finabondo is doing the talking, I like to give some credence to that. Because she knows more. And I want to also remind us too, that Finabondo was the protocol officer in the president's office. That's why I asked the question earlier. The fact now that we have the American government part of this investigation, are we going to see more heads, even bigger ones, being caught into this web? Because this thing is much bigger than we are looking at it.
And if I may come in there,
I will. So let me end on this. For the Liberian government to go for the vice president, and up to now is still holding her, that means that they got something bigger than what we know. But as you see, I got it. The Front Page Africa current front page there on the screen, and she's been taken to the hospital. That is former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor to Jim Hospital. I don't know where that is, but those of you might know what it is. So she's currently at the hospital because of a health condition, and she's heavily guarded too. So the Liberian government ain't giving up on her yet. Anyway, yeah, Mr. Nippet, come in, please.
that's why I wanted to point out that even circumstantial evidence you can be prosecuted on circumstantial evidence, and the issue there is huge. The madam is in a deep water because you cannot plant coffee or cocoa, $200 million worth of coffee or cocoa in Magibi. It's just impossible.
Hey, Marshall.
Yeah, well, the Magibi County, but specifically in Marshall.
Chef Lane or even Painesville would be in a cocoa farm.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say it is not only circumstantial, and if it were circumstantial, she can still be held responsible and will go to a good time. Because if it is circumstantial, she may have aided and abetted. This is where the criminal facilitation come in, or solicitation. Now, where the part of the solicitation come in, when people told her, say, oh yeah, it's good, we can do it. So she must have solicited from the people that, yeah, it was good, bring it, we can do it, and facilitate the process that I will provide you the land in Marshall. So that's a facilitation right there. The process to do what? To bring cocaine growth in Liberia. So if it were not so, she would not have been charged. And the fact that she's been there for 48 hours, just a huge story. And as I said earlier, the involvement of the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, is a catalyst to bring her in more profoundly. And I read something where this, I think it's a king or something that started with a K or C. And he said that they brought him, I think he was flown in, and they drove him in a taxi to the Temple of Justice. And the journalist was asking if he were to go in jail. He said, I don't know. But they brought me in for the same cocaine business. They seen what? Cocaine business. So apparently, there are pieces of stories coming from here, there, and the police pin it up. So it's a mosaic of a criminal network. So I want to stop right there.
All right, thank you. Monju, you wanna provide a rebuttal? I think we need a code set in there.
No, I stick with my claim. Nothing that Mr. Nubo or Mr. Nippes said that they didn't introduce anything new that would sway me from my previous position. That first of all, you gotta look at the prosecution witness. He's a hardcore criminal. He has a current.
I gotta jump in there. Mr. Monju.
Well, before you jump in there, let me just take 30 seconds.
The prosecutor has not
Let Mr. Monju finish.
witness.
Let me land. Let me land.
Okay.
Land.
First of all, from what I heard, it was not only cocoa that the criminals wanted to invest in. The different sectors of the Liberian economy that they also wanted to
criminals.
As that's what they told the vice president at the time. Okay, so if you have a hardcore criminal, there's a credibility issue that's driving this process. I mean, he will say anything because he's directly related. He has a bond with the Balkan criminals, the guys from Ukraine, Croatia, and wherever. Those are his people. He introduced them to the vice president at the time. So from what I've been reading, and I can only say from what I've been reading, I really don't see anything of significance that bonds her to this whole transshipment thing. I really don't see it. And like I said before, she was starry-eyed, very excited about the prospect of $250 million. And I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. $250 million being invested in her country. Okay? And perhaps she saw it as a patriotic move, but she didn't do, and I said it before, and I'll say it again, she did not do her due diligence. When you're at that position and somebody comes in, say they want to invest that amount of money, do a background check. I even wrote an article sometimes, probably 10, 15 years ago in the same Front Page Africa, urging the government to do that on investors. Do your background check. Just don't assume that, oh, the man said he's coming with $100 million because a white person, and then you just gave them the pass. Come on now. And they're still doing it. They won't learn. They're still doing it. Some of these guys, you know, they've got no assets. They come in with this big lie that they've got $100 million. As you can see, I'm taking a little detour, $100 million, but they're using your assets, your resources as their asset to go and get money from, foreign banks and all that. And we got to be smart. Now, that's the problem with Honorable Taylor. She did not do her due diligence. She didn't do any background check. And so today we have this situation. And I feel that, like I said, I'm on the fence. Give me more information that will prove her guilt. I will go with it. As far as I'm concerned, she's innocent right now until she's proven guilty. Is that simple?
I think I share that same sentiment. I think the law states that she's innocent until proven guilty in the competent court of jurisdiction.
There you go.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, if we, I know I got Mr. Nuba said he begged to differ with you, Mr. And then Claudia said she begged to differ as well. But Mr. Nippel, I gave you 30 seconds, please. You wanted to come.
Claudia coming for me too?
Yeah, she was coming for you earlier.
I was thinking
whether or not you knew that these people were hiding criminals. It is reported that she aligned this man as one of her staff and must have written the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, obtaining the diplomatic passport. That's number one. Especially when the man is not a member of her staff. So the question is, why did you ask for a diplomatic passport for a person not working with you? That's number one. Number two, whether they were creation, Azerbaijan, it makes no difference. She knew about a $200 million thing, and she was water-eyed, as you said. $250 million? Oh, it's a pretty other duty to accept it. But what kind of business is a cocoa? So then, couldn't she have asked, being a lawyer, that's my friend there too, being a lawyer, could she not have asked, how long you been doing the cocoa? Do you have any cocoa farm in Liberia, in any part of Africa? What type of cocoa? Because the investors, those who drive into the coking, they don't call it coking, they call it cocoa. So the man was speaking in code. It was a coded language. She should have deciphered that coded language, and I agree with you, by mustering the courage to do due diligence. But the negligence of you not doing due diligence has brought you to where you are. Because if you neglect to do due diligence as an administrator, a public official, and that due diligence lands you into a coking processing business, you have shot yourself in the leg. And I think the circumstantial evidence that you talk about can put her into problem. And the Justice Ministry will not come with a lightening of charges, more than 10, and they quoting the various sections, if they did not do due diligence. So since she did not do due diligence, the government of Liberia is applying due diligence. And I believe strongly, and I think everyone in Liberia should believe and know that justice should not be for Man Wata, Man Annie in Yuguta for selling opium. And when it comes to a former first lady, vice president, And now, Senator, then somebody say, well, they want to turn the coat into a different color. No, the coat is what it is. It's a black coat or a red coat. And I think at this point in time, she's in a red coat.
Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Let's go to you, Claudia. Madam Claudia.
Sorry, I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. All right, so let's look at the evidence. The evidence comes from financial tracking because we suspect that some funds were given to her for her to allow a business that she thought was a business. There's no evidence to prove that she knew it was cocaine. According to the snitch, he only told her that we got certain $250 investment we want to do here. So do some bypassing for us. Right there. That's where they hold her accountable. Because the country is in the palm of your hand. 2022, this informant came into Liberia through the government, that then government, and say, I got this business deal for you guys. Let's make it happen. And it's also proven that this particular informant is somebody that he's fraudulent. He makes fake passports. He does fake things. He makes fake emails. He's a fake guy. He's fake. He's wanted, just like you said. One of our panelists said he is wanted. And we also know that he's desperate to find a home to go settle in. How sure are we he's not coming here to lie so that he will have a place to hide and be protected from his own crime that he's wanted for in America? But my major thing I said when I said I beg to differ, they got his phone. The police are, all they think going on right now, my people, they get all the information from his phone. Every communication he made with the people that are sitting in Salt Beach, the ones coming to sit in Salt Beach, they're getting that information, intel out of his phone. Phone records, phone calls, phone emails, whatever is physical evidence. But the question is, why has people like the Representative Connie, the Senator Connie, the IG, people who have been alleged to know something about the business, not the drugs, but the operation of this informant, not been arrested? And I feel that she was arrested because of her sanction and her high-headedness. All she had to do was go to people and say, look, the man told me he would have a business. I knew nothing about it. I only thought that was real business. And I thought that it would be, a good thing for us to do. But, Liberian people are high-headed. They don't respect authority. No policeman can say emotion kind. I don't go there. I will go there. I will come fully dressed and prepared to answer any question without any aggression. And the media, some things that happen in Liberia by right. Not everything have to go in the news. The media makes it so sentiment. And before you look at the whole story, it's more than what it actually is, because the informant is alleging that she never knew. He said, I came in her government. So I believe what was said yesterday, this is a political witch hunt. The person that they want to hold and believe has something to do with all of this, they have no evidence against that person. So they're holding her, charging her, and forcing her to find the evidence against the person for them. It's all a staged way of forcing the accused to step up and say, yeah, it was not me, it was him, to snitch. That's it.
All right. I mean, this conversation is going to be interesting more. Mr. New, let's bring you in. You might bring in Mr. Ware.
Well, I think this is a deviation from what Claudia said at the get-go. Okay, this guy here is a criminal. Joel Howard herself knows that this guy is a criminal. U.S. wanted this guy to be extradited back to the U.S.
Okay, Judge, we got to hold you there because you're providing a completely different information here now.
They wanted this guy to be.
Are you saying the former vice president knew that this guy Conte was wanted, and she allowed him into the country?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and he got the diplomatic passport. That's the red passport. He got it, and somebody from either EPS or LDA, and you would travel to the Middle East on a private plane to meet with the cartel. I mean, those are the pieces of information we are getting. So I don't think they're trying to get to somebody and they are using Joel Howard as a sacrificial lamb. No. She knows this. She knows all about it. And she was going to Ghana. I don't know about any conference that is taking place this month. I said that yesterday. The women conferences, I know there are two of them. One starts from the 4th to the 6th of November. And of November this year. One starts from the 18th to the 22nd of November. Okay. So, which conference was she going to?
All right.
Go ahead.
No. I want you to finish 30 seconds because we're out of time, gentlemen. We're out of time.
I think they are fighting among themselves, the seditions. I heard Mr. Coloban blaming everybody, from Cummings to Bennington to even Weir himself. He said they are not serious.
Okay.
And he said Weir is behind Finabondo because Finabondo owe him some money. And that's why Finabondo said I will spill everything out. So that's what the Finabondo thing is not information I know. I said it when I was making my explanation that it was Yeke Koruba.
Okay.
Even though I don't know how trustworthy he is, it was Yeke Koruba who said it. That Finabondo is the one who gave the information to the government. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo and fellow panelists. I'm afraid this is all the time we have. We got only 2 minutes left. Let's come back tomorrow and dig into it because we still got a lot of information that was brought in tonight from Claudia, from Mr. Nubo. We're going to dig into it tomorrow again, and please come back. But right now, I'm going to hand it to Chris so Chris can send us home, gentlemen. We got no time left. Thank you so much. Chris?
Okay, the program was great. Let me say thanks to every one of you, Mr. Caxiel. I'd like to say hello to you and thank you. Claudie, thank you so much. Mr. Numbo, Mr. Nippe, and the host, Mr. Wright, for all to go and to all of our listeners. They just issue they need to work on it, and I know more things going to come. Yeah, more big hands going to come out, and because we need better Liberia, and so I appreciate the government, and I know what will not happen, it will not happen, but what will have to happen, it will happen. Yes, indeed, and people will depend on whether they're not doing the right thing when the time shall come. They will still hold there. So I'd like to say thanks to every one of you, our radio listeners, our Facebook, YouTube. God bless every one of you. I bet to default take break. And you're going to be back tomorrow. Thank you so much and have a great time.
Thank you all. See you by tomorrow, gentlemen. Thank you.
Opinions collide and the truth must rise. This is the program where voices are heard. I beg to differ.
TOP FM.